from the infamous couch, right? I just watched the finale, the season finale of season 5 of Only Murders in the Building. So satisfying. Spoilers. If you haven't watched it, go watch the finale first and come back. Everything tied up neatly. It all made sense. We found who the killer was. And everyone got arrested. I loved it. People came back at the end. So, basically, like 11:30 at night, I'm doing this review because I want to get it out. Because I have only a couple days and I got stuff to do. It was the mayor did it. I was like, oh my God, I should have known that a character that would come on once every couple episodes did it. But I'm not upset by that. Because they literally half the episode just played out all the different scenes we saw throughout which was great throughout the whole season. And then my eyes are like mere slits. Oh my God, if you're watching this, it's crazy. Nobody watches this anyway. You guys mostly listen to it, so just listen to the sound of my voice. They took all the scenes we've seen throughout the season, put them together into a cool 5-7 minute package. So we saw exactly how everything played out from the finger on. And those 5 sons of Sophia, played by Taya Leone. Shout out to Evan Mulrooney, who is like the hottest of all of them. He's like super tall. I follow him. I was like, why does he look familiar to me? I follow him on social media. He is hilarious. But he has this like 70s mustache. He's so tall and everything, and he's so funny. And he plays Vinny, plays one of the brothers. And he's the one who got with Howard at the end. I was like, oh, it's a nice little surprise there. I like that. I'll include a picture at the end of this, just so you can see a picture of them kissing. But the sons are hilarious. The Nona is hilarious. And she dies at the end. So it's Taya Leone's mother, Sophia's mother. The finger really was from the first episode to this was a whole through line. That finger was very important. That finger was the mayor's. And I didn't guess that either. I was like, okay, I didn't guess that. So the sequence or events are: there was a secret game downstairs for the 3 Richies, the 3 rich people. The mayor would come down, play with them. They bribe him for a few favors. He pay it out, they pay him, good. So they're playing for this casino. And things go wrong. We find out Sophia was having an affair with the mayor. Nikki found out about it and was angry, chopped off his finger. In the struggle, because Lester's there also, Lester's tired of being bought. He's tired of all the shenanigans in this struggle. So they start fighting because the mayor wants his finger. But Jay Plug, he took the finger and was holding on to it because that finger was very important. So Lester, first Nikki and the mayor get into a fight. The cleaver that they use for chopping off the mayor's finger is in his hand, and suddenly fight ensues. The cleaver goes in Nikki's chest. He dies. Remember, we see him with the cleaver in his chest? So he dies. Lester is like, I'm tired of doing all this. I'm done. And before he dies, Nikki tears a page out of Lester's thing and stuffs it in his mouth. We find that later, right? There are going to be later. Because Lester's, I want to reveal everything. That's it. I'm going to reveal everything. That's it. So, I'm sorry. So, Lester and Nikki get into a fight. I'm sorry, not the mayor. Lester and Nikki get into a fight, fall on top of each other. The cleaver goes Nikki. He dead. Finger, dripping still on the thing. The three are just like, but Jay has the finger. The mayor wants his finger back. He is really just tired of this. Lester tries to say, I'm going to tell everything. I don't care. I'm telling everything. The mayor chases Lester outside. Lester gets away, gets outside. He has a little bird whistle, which you find turns on the special cameras. Because while the mayor and Lester are confronting each other, the mayor's like, well, I own so-and-so. We'll just get rid of the footage or make it look like an accident. No, I'm not even worried. No big deal. Because Lester goes, you have to kill me first if you want you want to get rid of this building. So, chases him outside. Lester drops stuff along the way, which they find later. And once they get outside, he really confronts him. Lester's bird missile falls into the fountain. He gets in the fountain. Him and the mayor, he's shaking him, pushes Lester. He hits his head, and so he starts bleeding. Before he dies, he blows the whistle to get that camera on. He also sends a text saying, beautiful, when it's meant to say Bo Tillman, basically beautiful, which helps later when they realize who it is. He was trying to say Bo Tillman, that's what he was trying to say. The mayor runs off, thinking he's scot-free. Randall comes up, grabs the elevator crank, hides it, thinking he's trying to protect Lester. So it all comes together. And at some point the next day is when they've discovered Lester and they're dead. So it all comes around. Sophia has money. Shares some with Rainey, who knows Yarkonia is saved. Everybody gets arrested. But the funny part is, to even get to all of this, when they first confront the mayor, and he admits it in front of three people, he admits, yeah, I killed Lester. He has these crooked cops tie the three of them, Mabel, Oliver, and Charles, downstairs. And they said, when we demolish the place, you'll go with it. And I was like, oh my God, this is really interesting. And I was thinking, are they going to end it on a cliffhanger? But they didn't. They got on that note. But they were downstairs in the dry cleaning thing, and they were chained. But remember, Charles is this huge magic person, magician thing. It came in handy. He was able to help Oliver and Mabel untangle themselves to help him get pushed up to grab a coat hanger, the laundry for the cleaners, to pick the locks. So his whole magic thing is always talking about from season one. And the three of them had kind of like a sweet moment, just kind of like they don't want the place to go. The Arconia is their home. They don't want to do that. So they get out. They confront the mayor. Mayor tries to run, and Howard and Randall release all these birds who they were trying to save in the previous episode because of the nest and stuff. So he gets taken down by the birds. Which this whole season I do that thing with birds. So the mayor's arrested. Well, first, before he gets arrested, he's like, you have no proof, because he had their phones taken away. Mabel used an actual recording device, hid it, and there's some funny parts there, but basically was like, here's your voice. He's like, it's AI, blah, blah. He tried to get away. The birds got him. He got arrested. The dirty cops got arrested. The three original got arrested. Which Devon Joy Brown returns to do that. Rainey's there. She's got money. She's settled. They solved all this thing. Everything's been solved. But it all worked out. It was all like that whole neat package. It all made sense. It was satisfying. This 3 months later. Now, I had heard, so I can join, let's say this now. I had heard today The Only Murders in the Building has been renewed for a sixth season. I'm trying to think, six fingers. A sixth season. And it's supposed to take place in London. So here we go, folks. Oh, yeah, I'll be back next season, of course. At the very end, 3 months later, Sophia's in Positano, which is a place that her man, Nikki Props, took her years ago. She's there on her own. Nona's dying, but she's like, Mom, I did it myself. I'm good. She gave Rennie some money. She's living there. Charles turns her down at one point, too, because she's like, you can't do dangerous women. So Charles and Oliver and Mabel are talking, but they're about to start a new podcast, Girl with the Curls. And it reminded him of 5 seasons ago. He said 5 years ago, we did this, the three of us, the first time, listening to Cinda's podcast, played by Tina Fey. I was like, oh my God, I'll bring that back. Now, side note, Lester's voice is Paul Rudd. Just keep that in mind, too. So he was back, but it's Lester. Okay, cool. But Meryl Streep didn't come back, which I was surprised she didn't. I guess they went away, didn't need her. Well, 3 months later, I'm surprised they didn't have her. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I just, whatever. It worked out without her, but she was on most of the season. Oh my God! The biggest part of helping them, the chick who plays oh my God, hilarious! That song is really catchy. To help them get downstairs when Howard and them realize that the three are stuck down there, they have her distract them at the press conference that Homegirl is running, saying, "I'm going to sing downstairs in the casino. Come follow me." She's such a huge star. They follow her downstairs. And that's how everybody's able to get downstairs and all thing. I forgot about that. There's a funny little side story with her. But it's 3 months later. The Arconia is saved. There's some new people there. Howard feels very empowered. He has not him and Vinny together as a boyfriend. The robot's there. Randall's there. Bubby's there. They're all there. And the three of them are talking. The three upstairs talking. They start to listen to this podcast. At the very end, we see this girl with this really fake wig. It's like such a bad wig. Red curly hair running down the streets. I'm thinking, that looks like New York, not London. And the podcast says, she's a pariah. She's being accused of killing somebody. I sent her to New York for help. The girl collapses. Our trio is about to go have lunch or something. They walk out the gate. Howard, like this, she's like she's grabbing towards the gate. Like she's trying to get in. But she says in her podcast, I'm innocent, or she's innocent. They come outside, look at her. She rolls over. It's Cinda. It's Tina Fey. Like, oh. So across the pond. That's how it is. So now I'm very, very curious how this will work. Will it translate? Will it make sense? We love our trio, and I feel like they can keep doing murder mysteries. They could do 5-10 seasons of this. It was good, and I'm telling you, my feeling about season 5, and if I have any extra additional feelings after I've let it simmer for a while, I will come back on and do an episode about it. But right now, my initial is this was as good as the other seasons. It was very good. Lots of great funny parts. Now that it's 5 years in, we're in. And it's like little side winks like, well, if we had done this a long time ago, there'd be no season. Like, because they talk about the podcast in quotes, but the show. I give the show A+. I just really think it's a good mystery. And the three of them really make it. The side characters are good, and the Arconia is its own character, and I love how they make it make sense. And like I said, even though I didn't guess him, the mayor, as the killer, it makes sense. It all made sense. It all worked out. And so it's a great, tight mystery. And I'm sad that the one I watched it with Uzu Aduba on Netflix only got one season. It was the White House. I was like, she can go on every season and investigating something. But they did decide not to do that. So, thank you for being with me this season for Only Murders in the Building, audio and video. But the audio, folks, I'm just going to give more praise to them because nobody's watching the video. But audio, you guys are really listening. And I want to say thank you because this was the first year. I don't know why I didn't before. It was the first year I decided to add audio to the mix. And I'm so glad I did. It's a huge hit for us. I'm so glad I did. You guys are listening. So I'll be back again with more, any news. I will be back. I'm also going to look and see what episodes I'm missing. And I will go back, watch that episode, and do an updated take on it. I might do some spotlights or whatever, but this is a show that's dedicated to Only Murders in the Building. That's on Hulu. And I'm James Lott Jr. I will just follow this, and we'll be here till next season. I'm James Lott Jr. Bye.